The 2020 COVID pandemic highlighted the sometimes flawed but usually well-intentioned thinking that's applied to medical device design and manufacture. The pandemic limited a lot of industries, but it also created a sudden demand for particular medical devices, including face masks and ventilators. Some very capable manufacturers quickly adapted to medical device manufacture to support the COVID response. But medical devices are regulated products, so their design and manufacture is only the beginning. In fact, because they're a controlled product, the regulatory processes that start when designing a product continue throughout the life and often for some time after. In Australia, approval of a medical device means inclusion in the Australian Register of Therapeutic Goods, or the ARTG, because once a product is on that register, it can be legally supplied in Australia. Getting on the register usually involves a two-stage process. First, the manufacturer needs to design and implement a quality management system and then get that QMS accredited by either the regulator or another competent authority. Once that certification is done, it can be used to apply to include a product in the ARTG. Now, including a product in the ARTG does not need to be done by the manufacturer. It could be done by another entity like an importer or a supplier, as long as that entity is based in Australia. However, before you can start any of that, you need to apply the classification rules to your product, because the classification of your product determines the level of regulatory scrutiny. And in fact, for a Class 1 product, you don't even need certification of your QMS. There are 5 classifications that can be applied to most medical devices, and I'll cover these in future videos. In vitro diagnostic medical devices, or IVDs, have their own separate set of 4 classifications. In addition to classifying the product, all medical devices, including IVDs, must comply with the essential principles of safety and performance. And the manufacturer must hold evidence that the product complies with the essential principles in their QMS for as long as the product is on the ARTG, and often for some time after. The essential principles I just mentioned are the legislated requirements for medical devices in Australia. They actually give medical device manufacturers a lot of flexibility in how they build and validate their products, but the essential principles are a huge topic and need at least one video of their own. I'm Dr. Lee Walsh, Principal and Founder of Platypus Technical Health.